Hey y'all, it's your boy Yanis.
It's Gina. Welcome back to our channel. So y'all, today we got a good video for y'all.
Why are you still...
No. At what age?
At this big age.
At this ancient age.
Why are you still afraid of your parents?
Parents? Just regular everyday parents?
Yes.
Your African parents.
Oh, my fault. I even forgot that part.
Because that's even why they're afraid.
Because they're African.
If it was just Mary and Joe, yes, I would be okay.
Even go and shake their hand.
Hi. Call them by their first name. But because they're African parents, that is why you are afraid. So we get a lot of questions. How do you get freedom from your African parents? Like, how do you get your parents to let you do what you want? We're gonna talk about our experiences, and surprisingly, we're gonna have to defend them small.
The positives. There's definitely a lot of positives in there.
Yeah.
But first, we want to break down the negatives. We're gonna break down the negatives before we get into the positives. So.
Exactly. And then lastly, we're gonna give y'all some tips on how to really get the freedom you want while still maintaining a good relationship with them.
It wasn't easy for sure. It was definitely not easy. The ones that have done it as well know.
Comment down below your experiences, if you have any other tips, if we missed anything, if we should go more in depth, anything, just comment down below. And yeah, don't forget to like the video if we helped you out. Small, just like the video.
A little bit.
First thing we're gonna talk about is our experiences. So how was your experience growing up in like an African household?
Well, for me, both my parents being Cameroonian, first generation, it's not easy because first off, they're very traditional, so they weren't used to like the culture here. Let's say like having earrings or kids speaking now, certain things, they make tattoos. I didn't even bring this up. Yeah, that's how you know I didn't forget. But yeah, just like everything that's considered American culture, they were not used to at all. They just took that, let's say having earrings to Rasta. So they just put that together and had it be like, that's me. First it was like haircuts. So I saw people always having a lineup, looking fresh to school. And me, I'm coming to school bald. I was like,
I think that's
I was like, wait, why am I here bald while I see my boy here? He got hair lined up. Got lined up by Carlos. Actually, my man Carlos will line him up, and I'm over here always talking about, oh, what barbershop you go to? I'm like, barber. Do you see my head? I don't understand why they did it too. It was like my dad would always speak on it like, oh, I want you to focus in school. There's no reason. If you have hair. Yeah, like you'll be distracted or you care about how you look. Not every week you want to get a haircut. So I get it, but it was still a hard time. I feel like it built a lot of characters. And then wanted to talk to girls that have a crush on. They're laughing at me. They're laughing at me. So like this is when it came to girls, nah. I had to focus on school. Really, once basketball came in, that's when everything kind of changed.
Me? Oh my gosh, me, I feel like growing up, especially, I feel like, no, there's a huge difference between being an African boy, being an African girl. You see your brothers doing stuff you can't do. That's true. And it be on some blatantly, like my brother's leaving the house, you're telling me if I step outside, I'm disowned. And I'm very like inquisitive, so it wasn't that you're not letting me do it. It's like you're not letting me do it and you're not telling me why. You can't go see the fireworks. Why? Later when I grew up, like you see these things that happen during 4th of July or say wanted to go to sleepovers. When you have your own bed, I'll pretend to run away, but I'll just go hide in the closet.
The runaway one, yo. I feel like everyone's done that.
Always, I'm like, that. And they're watching you pack them.
You gotta take one step out the door and then next thing you know, you turn them back around.
Bro, when my parents would, they would make me stand on it. So I get it when y'all want freedom so badly, because trust me, that's all I ever wanted. And I can't wait to go to college. Like when I told you I applied to every out-of-state school, the only in-state school I applied to was the school I went to. But being close to home was the best thing I ever did, because for sure you start to miss your parents, especially like things happen, you gotta come home. Like,
that's kind of like where I learned like, oh, maybe I want to stay closer. Coming out of high school, I just want to be far out of anywhere. So I went to a prep school like down in Florida for 2 years, and I thought like, oh, this could change my life. I finally get away from my parents. When I went down there, the way I just want to come back.
You're even on the phone with them.
I was on the phone with my mom every day. I was like, my dad every day. Leaving kind of made me cherish it more, be more grateful of what I have. Before
we get into the video more, we do want to give y'all some disclaimers. One, know your situation. I know we kind of group African parents in like this one like African parent, but some are harder than others and some are more lax. Also, there's a difference. If your African parents are genuinely abusive, maybe you should be on YouTube. Like definitely like see other resources because abuse is real.
Can't speak for everyone exactly. We can only speak from our experiences, things that we learned and what's worked.
Yeah. Also know what you can and cannot afford to lose. You know, if you go to that party, you're gonna get kicked out for real. Is it worth it? So we're gonna get into more of those tips. So we just kind of wanted to give that disclaimer. So now we're gonna talk about the negative, and then we will also go and defend it and bring out the positive. Y'all need both perspectives to see where they're coming from, and also we relate to y'all type thing, you know?
I can see like where it can be a problem where they want to live through you. Even if they were successful, like
they want even more.
Yeah, they want more. Yeah. So they want to live that through you. So dictating how your life is, dictating where you go to school, everything, your career, so even the woman you marry or man you marry. Like when it comes to that one's a hard thing to kind of grasp because
that's we don't have to solve it because these things I don't know if anyone
that's
can ever
traditional
solve.
stuff.
They care about what people think. So I'll be wearing an outfit, right? When I'm wearing this outfit, I left the house with you. You don't care until so-and-so's auntie came and told you, oh, your child was wearing this. Now all of a sudden you're mad at me. The village raises the kid. Like everybody has a say. Yeah. So that's good. There's always a community.
But then next you know, auntie knows all your business.
Are you my mom? God forbid you say that. So it's like, even if African parents, they themselves don't care, they care about the perception of you to others. Africans, they like to keep a facade, right? If it's not your family, nobody really knows the real you. They themselves have this image of perfection around them, so they don't want to see, like, I'm the only one whose son isn't going to be a doctor. They don't want to be left out. So it's like, they only want what's best for you, but I definitely noticed that.
They think that's what's best for you.
So you spoke of like the cultural thing. Like when I went to Ghana,
that's what I said. Everyone should go back home.
Going to Accra and Kumasi, it really showed me.
Not Accra.
When I went to Kumasi,
yes.
I saw how, like, if auntie, even your sister that's older than you, she tells you to pick something up, you pick it up. If you're older, you have authority over anybody younger than you, whether you know them or not. That's just like the culture.
It's gonna beat you if you're not listening.
But it's like, imagine that's how they grew up. You think they about to raise you to speak your mind?
Imagine. Speak on like a piece that she said when it came to like how they were raised is how they will raise you. They're only raising you based on what they know.
Right.
So if you don't challenge it, how will they know?
Exactly.
That's if you are able to challenge it. I'm not saying challenge
it. Me, I knew I was able because me, I'm gonna stand for my rights. But if you're not able, you're not confrontational, you're gonna start crying.
Sit down.
Just relax.
Challenge when it comes to your own boundaries. Self-respect. When they see you want self-respect, they will respect you. But first, it's just respecting yourself.
Okay, right? Because it's like, you want to go out and party, but you're failing. How do you want them to let you go to a party?
Makes no sense.
But me, I'll pull the receipts, babes. I got an A in social studies. Don't play with me. Let me go.
That makes sense. Like, you're showing it.
Yeah.
There are very positive things that African parents do. The fact that they want us to be better than them, that shows
they care.
They care a lot about us, and they want us to succeed. And bringing us here,
right? Because they could have left us.
They could have raised us back home. They come here and even sacrifice their own dreams to then put it onto us to now succeed for
And I think
ourselves.
that's why they stress us so much, because it's like, listen, I had to come here and be lower than I was even back home so I could put you on. And you think I'm gonna let you waste this life that I gave you?
It makes sense completely.
It makes sense. I get it.
But I think it's just an extent.
Sometimes it's like extreme. Like, it's protection. When I went to college and I said, oh, this is what you lot were doing at the sleepovers. No wonder I couldn't go. Like, you just start to see, like, okay, sometimes too much freedom, especially as a child, you're exposed to so many things that you shouldn't have seen that later on in life jades you. Like, I feel like I'm able to be as positive as I am, or like just like who I am today, because I didn't have to experience a lot or see a lot at a young age, you know?
That can go both ways.
Because you get too shielded.
Yeah, you feel way too sheltered. So
sheltered.
when you go out, like...
What you mean? You got it. What you mean?
You can feel like you're too free. You've never had this in your life, so now you have to try like it's the last time. Let's say drinking. Now you're always trying to tee up because you never turned up in your life, so you're always active. So that's where it could be a problem.
I peeped that in college. You could tell who, like, oh, your parents were straight. Like, oh yeah, this is freedom. You just can't get it. They're shaking. It's like this. It's just a party.
There's one tomorrow.
Now we're gonna give y'all some real tips.
Even though we're speaking on being more African, it could apply to anyone.
Tip number one. I feel like the reason why we're in this position we are because of this tip, y'all. We were ourselves. We did not try to pretend. Like, we might have went around things differently, but at the end of the day, my parents knew Gina not going for that. Gina like this. Gina gonna wear this. Every day my dad's yelling at me, why are there chemicals in my house? Because I'm always doing my hair. Every every day you're putting chemicals on your face. Like,
no, that's actually true. I don't get down in my hair when I was like, when
and they're getting mad.
And they definitely saw it too. Like they're like,
It was low key disappointing them already.
Yeah, so they're waiting for the point where it stops. So how will this go? Our tip is basically just to be yourself. Okay, let's say you don't know yourself. Get to know yourself to then be yourself. Alright, the next thing I'd say is having a good track record. Why should they trust you?
You gotta have a history of like, okay, even though he grew his hair, he's still getting good grades.
Let's say you have younger siblings and say you help your younger siblings be better.
If too many bad things are happening when you're declaring this freedom, it's just gonna make them be like, see, I knew it. Like that kind of makes them get even more protective, you know? Gauge your situation. Maybe if the party's at the bad part of town and you know something could go wrong, maybe don't go. So that when you do go to a party and nothing bad happens, you come home safely, you come home at the time they told you to, they start to trust you. You gotta make them think, oh, she's calmed down.
Then when that moment comes,
you show them,
you're continuously reaching up to their perfection.
And trying to be perfect.
Yes, they're gonna keep that image of being perfect in their head. And then when you do mess up, when you're keeping this up, and it's a bigger deal.
Gauge your parents' like love language even. See what they value and what they don't.
Understand your parents.
Yeah, like understand them as people. Like my mom valued cleaning a lot, right? So if I know I'm about to ask to go to a party, oh Gina, you cleaned the fridge. Yeah, I just felt like cleaning the fridge. Oh, no big deal. But in 2 weeks, remember I cleaned the fridge because I have something very important to ask you. Like I did. Like remember that. Don't let that go.
As for me, once I started realizing like my parents aren't just this perfect
that
person,
helped me a lot,
and they actually did mess up. And once they spoke on like their failures or things they've gone through, I started realizing like, oh, like you have a life too.
And people gotta realize they're not gonna straight up and come to tell you like, hey, me too, I failed. You gotta talk to them, ask them questions. What happened here? What did you do? Why? You know, and then
that comes at a certain maturity as well. Like you can't be 6 asking those questions, 8 asking those questions. Yeah, because
they're gonna be like,
get out my face. Like, go to school, go to sleep. At a certain age, they'll start talking to you in that way. Another thing is humble yourself. There's certain things you might not want to do that's kind of respectful to your parent. That's how you'll gain more respect.
You guys want to get the tattoo. You actually want to get the neck tat.
Not even the fake one. Start with the fake one first.
You just straight bum. It's across your chest.
New York City, you know?
Okay.
New York.
You want to tat teardrop because you're from the hood now, yeah? You guys don't even start small. You're like piercing, like you're starting with the eyebrow already.
First, you starting with a real one?
Okay, yeah, because Yanis, y'all gotta go to his TikTok. He really be putting y'all on. He made a video. Tell him what you did.
Go see what I put up for my men.
Yeah, just be humble, small. Some of you want to walk in with the titties out, crop top, mini skirt, and walk in front of your dad and go outside.
And expect that he wants to.
And he will just be like, yeah, that's my daughter right there.
So proud.
Sometimes you just have to put on the long dress.
Yes, then walk out and do whatever. I don't care.
And then when you walk out,
I'm not signing off on that.
You just took it in your back. As a man, you want to grow your hair, you come with the locks.
That's crazy. At least girl grow the afro.
At least, you know,
you get the afro
get
going.
The dreads right away. Are you serious?
You get the afro going first. And then you can go to wherever you want.
Let them adjust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then one day you have 2 chances.
Then what they have next?
Then after 2 chances, you can do what you want. At that point there, you look at you like, I've lost. At first, it's a shock. So then once they see that you're doing good while you have it on, everything you're succeeding while you have it on, you're like, whoa.
Okay.
Wait, they don't even see the hair anymore.
Yeah,
they just see you.
Oh, you change your style. They even start to like it. We definitely speak more about this on our TikTok, so definitely check out Yanis' TikTok, my TikTok, both their TikToks. We definitely just have these conversations all the time.
Take these tips in moderation. Some may not apply for you. So just understand you and your parents. So to end it all, leave any comments below if you feel like we should add anything or if you want more videos like this.
If you relate to this in any way, definitely give us more video ideas, other things we should speak on, other like things we should do, try, you feel me? Like, yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time.